Hey guys, it is Breyer here and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a little bit of a vlog type situation and I am finally reorganizing my entire stablemate collection. Well, all the stablemates that I have here at my apartment. I think at my parents' house I have more stablemates there than I do here, but I don't know. I've acquired a lot of stablemates in the past few years. I was in the Stablemate Collector Club last year and I'm in it this year, so we are just slowly running out of room and it just needs a bit of a revamping. At this point, I really don't have a real rhyme or reason to why they're all placed where they are. I do have my Walking Thoroughbred conga over there, so they get their own shelf. I'm gonna keep it that way. And then back here on this shelf, I have all of my G1s, I think, on this shelf. Yes, this one up here. Then I have my customs, those are gonna stay, and then it's just a shelf of random stablemates that is getting a bit too crowded. Okay, we're switching to handheld. So then I have these shelves that my boyfriend just put up for me this weekend. I've had them since Christmas, so it's been like 4 months. The extra one, I always had the one. It's finally hung up and that is what has kickstarted me to reorganize. So I have some time this morning. We are going to knock it out and figure out the best way to do this because I love my stablemates and I do not want them being so jumbled up. So here's what I was talking about over here. So this is my G1 shelf. I think we're going to keep this as a G1 shelf because I think what I want to do is categorize them or group them by their generation. So, you know, G1s will stay here, but 2, 3, 4, 5, I think it's up to 6 now, will be grouped together. And then I think the ones that are like the shrunken down versions, like the Othello, will be its own thing. Because I'm pretty sure that those are not considered a generation. I think it, like on Identifier Breyer, it's like M1 or something, so it's like miniature, I think. I might be making that up in my head, but I'm pretty sure they don't fall into like the generation type thing. So here's what we're gonna do. And then here's my conga. I need to figure out who I don't have. I think I'm only missing like 2 or 3, and I really want to complete it by Breyerfest or at Breyerfest. So we're gonna have to talk about that in another video or something. But anyway, we are going to pull down all of my stablemates. I currently have a bunch on the windowsill here that's just been hanging out since those were all sitting in that shelf, which is kind of crazy because I feel like that's a lot, but that shelf was packed. And as you can clearly see, this one is getting so crowded, it scares me. Oh, and then I do have my customs, but they're gonna stay there as well. But we're gonna pull them all down and I'm going to try to put them in their respective generations without looking on Identifier Breyer first. And we'll see how good of a job I do just from like vibes and I guess memory. And then of course we will look at Identifier Breyer and confirm that everything is correct, and then we will get to setting up. And I will be surrounded by stablemates in 3, 2, and now we have all the stablemates out. Okay, you know, honestly, when I lay them all out like this, it really does not feel like that much. I guess I do need to remember that there's like 20 up there and then all of my G1s, which is definitely, I think, the most of any generation that I have, at least up here at my apartment, because I brought all of my G1s with me. But I guess let's start categorizing. I will talk you guys through some of my thought process, but I really should have checked how many generations there actually are, but I'm going to be so honest, I'm definitely going to combine like 4, 5, and 6. I feel like that's just how my brain like categorizes them. I think I'll be able to get a lot of the G2s. I feel like I'm pretty familiar with that generation. And then maybe, I don't know. We're just gonna have to see how I do. I hope I get at least like 50% correct. Okay, I hope this angle isn't too funny, but let's get to it. I think I'm going to start by picking out all of the models that are after a traditional sculpt, just because that is a whole lot easier to recognize. Where's my other Othello? Oh, here he is. I love this mold. This guy, I think this guy was the first one to get shrunken down, or among one of the first. Fireheart. Okay, I think I grabbed all of those. So Let's start with the newest generation first, because, you know, they feel a little bit newer. And we'll move our video over here. This guy, for sure, he like just came out. This mold feels new. I don't know if it's the newest generation, but definitely newer. This one literally just came out last year. This mold is newer-ish. These girls, I'm pretty sure. I might be a generation off. They might be like 4, but they're fine. And this guy, isn't he? He's definitely newer. Wait, this is based off of the traditional Clydesdale mold, duh. Then I know that these two molds are together because these are both one of the WEG exclusives, but I cannot remember if it has to be 3 or 4. Whatever they are in the same group. So we're gonna put them over here. So now I have to think of who else was a part of that. What sculpt was a part of that WEG series? Because I think that like makes up that generation. Oh, this one is a newer one too. So putting it with this group. Now we're gonna take a pause, and I think I'm gonna move on to Gen 2. I think I can guess enough. I'm pretty sure that American Saddlebred molds is generation 2. I want to say that this mule mold is. That feels really wrong though. I'm gonna go with either 3 or 4. Not the same as the WEG models, but close enough. I think this guy is 2. This sculpt I'm pretty sure is Gen 2. Okay, honestly, this thoroughbred mold might be a 2. So we're gonna put that in this group. And then there's this sculpt. Well, it's basically the thoroughbred sculpt. It just has a little polo tail now, but that was just made last year. But I still consider it the same mold as this one, so it's just gonna have to hang out with the G2s. This one, I think so. I don't know. It's the Pasifino. It's giving G2 vibes. Maybe G3, but we'll stay with G2. You see, this mold feels so new to me, but it was because it came out like right when I started collecting, which was 10 years ago at this point. Ooh, I think he also came out around the same time as this one. So maybe this is G4. Maybe we're gonna group these two together. I think she is in that group as well. Ooh, the Shetland Pony, I think, is a 2. Ooh, this is the newest Stablemate Club release, Alana. She is so gorgeous. I'm gonna put her in the same one as the WEG models, but I'm not sure if it's really right. This one feels slightly newer. I'm gonna put it with that, I don't even know what category I'm calling it. I'll show you guys the categories at the end, and then I'll show you them revised. We have the little donkey. Maybe it's G2. I don't know what this is actually. I don't know if this one has like a generation. Okay, and then the last adult ones I have is the Warm Blood. This might be G2, honestly. So we're gonna stick them over there. Okay, then I have all these babies. So these two are like one of the newest Stablemate full sculpts, but I'm just gonna have all of the fulls together, so they're just gonna stay in a group. Okay, so here's a close-up of the groups. These are the shrunken down ones, the newest ones, G3 or G4, my foals, the non-horses. I think that this is like G3 or G4, and then what I believe is G2. So now I'm going to pull out my laptop, double check all of these, and I will show you guys what I got wrong. Okay, so I actually was not too off. So these are my G2s. I definitely put a lot of the G3s in there. So these are the G3s. This is G4. I definitely was a little lost with this one. This is G5. And then also the walking thoroughbred is a G5. But yeah, I was surprised that he was one. I don't know why. I thought he came out a lot or like more recently. And then this is G6. So yeah, I mean, pretty even, honestly. And then I feel like I guess I have a lot of these, you know, and then after looking through it, I have so many G3s at home, a lot of G4s, and a decent amount of G2s too. So yeah, that was fun to do. So I think the goal is honestly to just have all of these, maybe not the foals, because it's like, I feel like they won't be seen super well. I don't know if I should be like keeping, it's so hard because there's honestly so many ways that you can organize your collection. Like part of me did want to do it as like stablemate club horses all get like their own little barn shelf. I know for a while I wanted to do a full one of the thoroughbreds, which maybe once it's complete, but I don't know, I kind of like having them on a shelf. They feel more special. But yeah, it's crazy how many ways you can organize it. And just have to remember that I can change this literally whenever I want to. So like, it's fine. And I'm happy to try out this way of categorizing them, because that's like kind of the fun thing about stablemates is that there are generations to them. Like we don't really have that with traditionals. So yeah, we're just gonna do that. So let's start putting them on the wall, and I guess I'll show you guys when I'm done. Okay, so here they are filled up. We got G2 completely on this shelf, G3 completely on this shelf, G4 completely on this shelf. Then this half is G5, and this half is G6, G6. Oh wait, no. Then these two are G6. These three are the miniatures, and then fully miniatures, but we were able to fit all of them on this shelf, which was awesome. So I do still have the babies. I don't know, I feel like they're gonna be kind of weird to just have on the shelf by themselves now, because there's really not enough of them to like justify them taking up a whole like main shelf. But I don't know, maybe let's try and squeeze them on. Okay, standing full is G3. I think we're just gonna put them right there in the middle. Okay, I decided that's not working out, and we are just having a little full shelf. I think it's cute. Well, we'll go with that. So yeah, there you have it. We finally have my stablemate collection organized. I hope that you all enjoyed me on this little journey. So happy that it's finally done. Shelves are looking a lot more put together. If you guys would be interested in seeing an in-depth stablemate collection tour specifically, let me know in the comments. But I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did. Let me know in the comments what other videos you would like to see from me, and subscribe for more model horse content. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and most importantly, stay fabulous. Bye guys.